The next speaker is from Indonesia, Dr. Reza, who was, here with us for some time in India. He's a wonderful interventional cardiologist from Indonesia, and he's going to be talking about successful pearls and pitfalls for aortoiliac interventions.
Thank you, Prof. Kana. It's not long time see you. I will the presentation is good evening for all. This is my outline. We know the introduction more 90% etiology in varina aortic obstruction are atherosclerosis. And sign and symptom for acute or chronic aortoiliac disease is have many wide spectrum like chronic limb ischemia, acute limb ischemia, acute chronic limb ischemia, and we can manage surgical, endovascular, or hybrid. The aims is for the improving quality of life, relief symptoms, and patency rate, and we can to choose treatment depend on the severity, disease, patient, technology, device, technique, and facility and cost. This is classification. Until now, we know now task duration still recommend surgery. Task E recommended to intervention, and task B or C we can to depend on the characteristic isolation. And how the appropriateness in distal abdominal aortic aorta and common iliac artery, internal iliac artery, and external iliac artery, if we found the lesion more 50%, we can go to intervention or surgery. And how about outcome endovascular intervention for aortoiliac disease? Is many study, retrospective meta-analysis show the technical success is not different with the surgical and endovascular. And the AST guideline in endovascular first strategy is recommended for short lesion in less 5 centimeter in occlusive lesion is class 1. If we go to hybrid, sometimes we to mix endovascular or surgery, the class still 2A. And we know in ASA guideline, we can to choose the 3 treatment, hybrid, endovascular, and open surgery. How about in indication? If aortoiliac disease in the mild no symptom, claudication, and critical limb ischemia, if we found the lesion more 50% is appropriate go to intervention or surgery. And the indication if we found the nervous stenosis, the lesion we can manage with the bare metal stent, the appropriate, and cover stent in 7 appropriate. And how about in ESR? In ESR, we can use the cover stent. The appropriate is 8. And how about the indication heavy calcification? We go to cover stent. And how the different setting acute and chronic for endovascular or surgery? Different setting for aortoiliac and acute and chronic. In acute, uncommon and a very different disease process associated with the high morbidity and mortality. And for chronic, the progressive, the impaired direct inflow to the pelvis and the lower extremity, and have the extensive collateral from the systemic pathway from lumbar, intercostal, epigastric, circumiliac vessel, give to distal. And how about the surgery? Surgery for aortoiliac disease task D have many complications from early and late. Early like the renal dysfunction, cardiac event, pulmonary complication, wound infection, and late morbidity is many complications, graft infection, pseudoaneurysm. And how about endovascular? Endovascular is very high success rate and low mortality and more morbidity, but very not good for still job about the patency, and sometimes we need the contrast radiation is more, and graph size is depends. Sometimes it's expensive, and in pre-procedure imaging, we must to know the strategy for management to see the CT angio or MMR angio, good quality CTA to assess inflow to outflow, and flow limiting to distal, bifurcatio, iliaca, and femoral. In CT angio, we must to assess the imaging, lesion, extension lesion, extent of calcification, thrombus, tortus, angel, potential risk of rupture, vessel sizing, aneurysm, and go to plan endovascular, surgical, or hybrid. Device selection and technique depend on the patency rate and freedom from target laser revascularization. We must do variable confounding for the outer iliac lesion, like location lesion, calcification, length, tortus, appropriate sizing, outflow and inflow, selection device, stent, and balloon. Technique approach with recanalization, we can go to intraluminal and subintimal technique with or without device, and the access femoral or brachial approach and contralateral approach, and depend on the preference the operator and the comfort. We can do combination surgical and endovascular. This slide in left picture is intraluminal and right picture is subintimal. And how about the subintimal technique have post-screens high technical success rate, high limb salvage rate in critical limb ischemic, but for intraluminal technique is consequence is difficult to know if wire through lumen or entire the CTO. This is selection device. We must do strategy calcification, if lesion calcification, long lesion, length lesion. We can to manage the atherectomy device like Jetstream, Rotarex, AngioJet, TurboHawk, device stent, balloon expandable stent, or self-expandable stent, cover on cover, and we must to know the stent is TLR and patency rate. This is many study from balloon expandable stent and self-expandable stent, cover on cover, but the primary patency is more 80% to all. And how about advantage and disadvantage the iliac artery stent? Self-expandable is highly flexible and may be favor in external iliac artery lesion. In balloon expandable stent is increased radial strength and favor in ostial and calcification lesion. And how about cover stent? Cover stent is maybe appropriate for TAS-C or TAS-D lesion and have the thrombus. This is predictor the iliac angioplasty, claudication, Kalman, stenosis, good runoff, and non-diabetic. The technique intervention in iliac lesion, we see that if the calcification lesion, we need the strong radial force, like a balloon expandable stent or cover with a self-expandable stent with the post-dilatation. If calcification with the risk of rupture, we need the cover stent or stent graft, short lesion with the balloon expandable and long lesion with the self-expandable. How about access? Access, we can successfully canalization the based on the anatomy from CT angio and the extent of disease. Sometimes we can combination left brachial or right brachial and bilateral femoral artery. Sometimes we need the technology like ultrasound, IFUS, ACIS fusion technologies. What is the ACIS fusion technology? The fusion of the new technology can facilitate the crossing complex auto-iliac CTO. We can to dedicate CTO wire, fusion imaging, re-entry catheter, we can to successful to intervention in the vessel. This is fusion imaging. This is the picture, the CT angio, and this is fluoroscopy In technology, in CAD lab, we can do fusion, like 3D roadmap, with this fusion. This is case auto-iliac task D. We can to manage the cross with the CT fusion is no entry. This is cross wire, no contrast, only fluoroscopy, give outline view, flow view. After balloon we give the cover stand with the big graph, and success procedure in endovascular with the CT fusion more 98%. This is many journal from Europe. If we go to CT fusion, if the fusion technology CT and fluoroscopy, complex lesion is made easy by technology, less radiation, less complication, and give more successful procedure. And how about the future trial and case? Advanced autoiliac occlusion, late manifestation atherosclerosis vascular disease, complicate and frequently multi-level disease limiting claudication to limb-threatening ischemia. And many guideline, gold standard is still bypass, TAS-C or TAS-D. But now many several trial aims decrease length of hospital stay and minor complication and hypertension. We can to manage combination surgery and endovascular. This is COBALT trial, head-to-head cover stand with balloon aspirated stand and bare metal stand. Cover stand give good short and long-term outcome TLR, pre-TLR, hypertension rate, good for TAS-C and TAS-D, and safety prevent rupture. And many trial for TAS-D lesion, we go with the cover stand graft, safer. This is CARAP trial. CARAP trial, the last data 2020, the algorithm extensive autoiliac occlusive disease is weak kissing balloon. This is size kissing balloon. And this is my case, combination triple A and autoiliac disease TAS-D, the combination with the hybrid procedure, cut down right femoral artery and left femoral artery and puncture left brachial artery, retrograde, anterograde, subintimal technique, and use the trigraph EVA bypass femoral to femoral. We follow up until 3 years, is still good patency rate. And how about case 2? Acute limb ischemia for 2A, 2B, confirmed COVID-19 have the autoiliac iliac occlusion, bilateral iliac occlusion. And we hybrid peripheral angioplasty and PTA embolectomy give thrombus combine is still give good outcome after 1 month. This is hybrid procedure is still good outcome for future
Dr. Reza,
intervention.
please wind up.
Okay.
Case
Case 3
short of time.
was vaccination, COVID, autoiliac disease, and go hybrid, hybrid embolectomy and angioplasty. So still thrombus and angioplasty, and still have many thrombus with the catheter for blood. Less angio, so good result until distal. Patient sensory and motoric still good. After 1 month is the flow okay. The evaluation, this is drug management critical ill, and the per and pitfall, CT angio improve perioperative planning, calcification lesion iliac ostium, balloon external stent, self-external stent with the de novo, more appropriate external iliac artery. Cover stent is more durability, is safety bare metal stent. Assist CT and fluoroscopy more successful. Procedure if only fluoroscopy. Then less radiation, less complication, hybrid technique is very good outcome. CRF technique is future gold standard technique. Avoid using cover stent in across internal iliac artery. Avoid extension stent in distal aorta demitigation to iliac, and avoid spot stenting, and do not hesitate obtain vascular access from multiple sites to facilitate stent placement. Thank you, Prof. Rana.
Thank you very much, Dr. Reza. This was very good talk. And now we